Bum, bum, bum. Good morning, goddesses. Good morning. Good morning, loves. All right. Happy me moments in the morning. Oh my God, happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, I'm still thrown off with all of the dates and all of that. But I just wanted to say good morning, beautiful goddesses. Okay, good morning. All right, so I'm sitting here doing multiple things at one time, as you know, we goddesses often do. And I just wanted to say good morning and just to see how everybody is feeling today. If you are joining me live from the YouTube channel Slay with Trey, thank you. Just reach out and say good morning. Good morning. Okay. So I think we are live. A few people look like they're trying to make it up in here. Good morning, Dr. Marie. Look.
You're like, surprise.
Surprise!
Hello.
Happy Tuesday!
It's
Happy
Tuesday.
Tuesday! Ooh, yeah, the final day of November.
Oh my God. Don't say it too loud.
Well, I have to.
It is
Today
done.
is my grandson's fourth birthday. Yes. You know, he's four, so everything is about Spider Man. Spider Man.
Indeed. We're going to make sure the cake, all the decoration,
All of it. All
Spidey's
of
everywhere. Oh, I remember those days.
it. Mm-hmm. It's like
So,
Spider Man, Gigi.
it's all
Spider Man.
Spider-Man.
Yes, it's Spider Man
Yeah,
Day.
we're going to get Peaches Spider-Man. The cake is going to be Spider, the cup, everything.
Everything.
Everything. Get your
Down
little
to the
coloring book.
underwear. Down to the underwear. Yes, Gigi had
That's
to.
the life. Underwear. The underwear. Oh my God, what a day. It's sunny here, but it's still chilly.
Okay.
The
Well,
winter is
here, of
here.
course, it's still
It doesn't
super
look like this though. You'd be like, what is she saying? Is this
right.
winter? Bring me this winter.
Right. I'll take it. I'll
I
take it.
create my own season. So that's what's happening here. Just like the birds. They're like, we're still going to sing no matter what.
I'm
So
like, yeah, we know what
good.
it's supposed to
We're still
look
going to
like
tweet. Thank
there.
you very much.
But what do
So
you say? What do you say it looks
that's right.
like?
So what is your message today from
Everything is about
Solar?
you. You in your own uniqueness. Everything is about you.
Mm.
And let's see, I'm on page 156 of Slay, Self Love Awaits You, for those of you who are following along or attempting to in any way, shape,
You're
or
like,
form.
students,
Open
turn to
up your
page.
Slay Bible. Open up your Slay Bible.
Let's turn it.
Uh, but the message is this: I emphatically believe that we are more than just physical beings. You are more than just existing for existing's sake. You are the truth of the divine spirit that lives in you. And you are so much more than what you believed or believe about yourself. And I heard these words: I love you too much to treat you as a person. They
Mm.
came from Muji Baba's YouTube video I was listening to. And that kind of went deep for me when I heard them. I felt it like to my core. And I feel it now as I say them to you. I love you too much to treat you as just a person because you are so much more than that. Or any other label that we kind of carry around or identify with. And you know, that's what we do on a daily basis. I see you more. I
Mm.
see you as more than that. I love you as more than that. And so when I see you, when I speak to you, when I hear you, when I think of you, I do so with the full understanding that you are my sister and a goddess as well as I am. And as the goddess divinely placed at the helm of your life, you are the only one in it capable of creating or recreating it to your own specifications. Now, I don't know if you hear me or believe me, as I have said it numerous times throughout my writings here and elsewhere, but you are a goddess. You are. There's no doubt in my mind, no uncertainty in my heart. There's no question in my spirit. And no, there is no mistake. I have not bitten my tongue about it, and I will never not believe it to be true of you. You are who you are. You were created with purpose, with passion, with power, and your being here is necessary and intentional. So your uniqueness is divinely your own and vital as your guiding force through this magnificent life because this is your queendom. Queendom.
Mhm.
This is your queendom. So own it. You are your own uniqueness. And that's what you're here to walk in. That's what we're all here to walk in. Or so I choose to believe. Is that we're all unique. We're all here with passion, purpose, power, and we choose to plan. So, with that,
This is your message.
this is your message. This
I feel like I heard "This is your queendom" 3 times. This is your queendom. If you didn't hear the first, this is.
is your queendom, right? And so, yesterday, and um, I'm sure throughout the weekend, people were talking about all of these things that they're grateful for, and being grateful for family and all of
Mhm.
those things. Well, okay, so I'm grateful for you as well. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for your authentic truth, and
Mm.
I want to know what does that look like for you moving forward as we're looking into a new year.
Yep, that's true. Well, for me, it's like I know the new year's coming, but I allow myself to really think more in season, in my seasons or seasons. I'm going to be
I'm
thinking
with you
about
on
rent seasons of season. You know that song, Seasons of Love. Um, so it's really thinking that way in terms of about my life, in terms of thinking each season,
that. Hmm.
what do I want it to be? How am I creating that? And it goes back again to our, the some of the theme we've had about planting seeds because that's part of creating your queendom. Some of us call it different things. For me, it's always a garden, whatever you call it. It's always a beautiful
Comes
garden
back
that you're
to that.
nurturing, growing. And so that's the beauty of it because you creating it, whatever that may be. So you have to think about what do you want it to feel like? What do you want it to look like? And again, it ties in with the idea of the sacred space within and the sacred spaces that you're creating for yourself. And
Yes.
so I think we've had some session where some people were like, I'm grateful for me. I
Mhm.
am grateful for myself. And I think when you're thinking of those things, it's hard for some people to say because it's like, but you have to really think about it to be grateful for other things, to be grateful for breath and to be here. In a way, you have to be grateful for self.
True.
Because if you're not here, if you're not able to continue to nurture and cultivate yourself and truly making sure that you are centered and grounded, you're not going to be able to do all the stuff you're saying for other people. And so building that queendom is necessary. It's like creating the foundation. Like without that, that's why sometimes things
Yeah.
are crumbling, but I'm like, did you set a foundation?
You're
Or
right.
they're like
What does
soil
your
underneath
foundation
them?
look like?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's always going to crumble because sometimes you think you can just get a whole thing all put together because that's what some people want ready made or made for you. But I'm like, you have to create it unless you've been building it slowly and then you just plop it down. There's no such thing, but you got to do it brick by brick. And I think I believe more in that process and that journey more than anything else than that
No.
sudden, believe me, some people think transformation is like, a microwave meal where you're like, boop, I am just, and you're
Mm.
like, you got to work on this day by day, minute by
It,
minute, moment by moment.
it takes some work. It really
Yeah.
does. One of the things that I want to talk about coming up here, maybe we'll get to that this week, is her rock. I'm always
Mm,
talking about finding your rock and developing your rock, standing on your rock, not carrying your rock, because there's so much that really goes into the development of your foundational truth. And so many of us have been raised to believe that everything and everyone else takes precedence over ourselves in
Mm-hmm.
our own lives, that we just we just have not made peace with that part, and we have not like just taken the steps to even understand what the hell does that even mean to me. What does it
Mm-hmm.
mean to me to say, um this is my life and I want to live it out loud and on purpose? What does that mean? What is Tracy and Marie and all these other people, what are they talking about,
Mm-hmm.
when they start having these conversations about this?
Mountain spirit,
Good morning,
watching
mountain spirit.
life from Belize. One of
Yes.
these days, I can see it, and I want this to be on record. We're gonna appear and we're gonna say, "Live from Belize,
Mm.
the moment in the morning," and they'll be like, "Where are you?" They might
Where?
be confused because there'll still be planes behind me. They're like, "I don't know where she is. Is she really somewhere else?"
Oh my
And we'll be
gosh.
like, "In
Yeah.
Belize."
Yes. Oh my
All in
god.
one space, okay? All of us.
Yes.
So,
Always
reading
one
from
of
the
my favorite
calabash.
places to be.
Okay.
Always one. So good morning, mountain
Good
spirit.
morning.
Love that you are watching from Belize.
Mhm.
We'll be there soon.
Be like a live from Belize.
Yes.
The
All
magic.
right. So if you are live in either chat, because we've got YouTube going, we've got Facebook going, just
Everything is
let
happening
us know. Right. Let us know
wherever you are.
where you are slaying from in this world. Of course, I'm slaying from right here in my living room
Oh
in
yeah.
Vegas. In Vegas, and Marie is slaying over there in the sunshine. I see you.
Yes, this is it. And the garden that keep flowing all season. There's always flourishing. Things are happening and it's sunny. So people probably like, is she? Where is she? Which island are you on? On the island that I create. That's where I am. The island that I create. One of these days during our life, I'll show you again my little lemon tree that's like doing its thing. Tiny lemons. Eventually, I'm like, those are gonna be great.
I think that that's so cool. I'm like,
Like what? They are
lemons.
fruit in the
Wait,
house.
where are you from?
It's like,
Where
what's
you
going
from? Where
on?
you
What is happening?
from?
Alice is here from Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Jacksonville.
In the house. Hey.
It's a grand rising, everybody. Yeah, no, there's like all kind of stuff growing, which is a good thing because I think that's how I want to feel. Like
Yeah.
you constantly growing, you feel vibrant, and I think that's the part where you're always constantly asking, is this the life? But creating it, not simply
Right.
just worrying and overthinking about this is not it, this is not it. Part of it is just like you creating it versus like it's not what I get to create it. Like there are certain people where they're like, it's so bland, it's winter. I'm like, no, it's not winter. Like, look at this. Winter
Right.
where?
Right.
Who? No, it's just
What
no.
winter?
What
Where is
winter we're talking about? No. This is what I create. And it's the same way in terms of like even today preparing. This is usually like when I'm traveling, I tend to be a little more tropical on purpose. And with this situation we in, I'm like, you know what? Your space is gonna be your oasis. Your space is your
all
sanctuary. I'm like,
the
I'm
time?
gonna put my island clothes on, all my colors. Like you'd be like, where's she going? I don't need to be going anywhere.
You
This is
don't
what I
have
feel
to.
like today. This is what's happening.
Well, yeah, yeah. And part of the reason that I wanted to also bring up your own uniqueness, is that, we've got some really great products and services out there for people. And, people are still turning around looking like, oh, well, okay, I want to do my gratitude, intention, and affirmation in the mornings. Absolutely. That's a great thing. But what is your next step?
Mm.
So one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was the jam sessions that we have.
Ooh, jam,
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 me, I
jam, jam.
want to sing about it all. Um, so here, let me share. uh, where you can find some of the courses. Let's see if I
Find the jam,
here.
click on. And this is the perfect time because I think also the fact that this is such a, again, it's a moment. You can only get so much from those gatherings that we're having. So whether it's the podcast, whether you're going in the room that are hosted on different platforms, but they are a time where you really need to spend that time
Mm-hmm.
on each question, on each section. And I think that's what the jam does for you to truly be reflective. And the question always remains, what do you want? Each one of you. Belinda is here. Good morning.
Yeah. Well,
Belinda.
and if we're talking about growth,
Mhm.
how do we begin to evolve and grow if we're not trying new and different things that to see what even works for us?
Mhm, mhm.
One of the things, good morning, Belinda, that I love is Belinda asks a lot of questions,
Mm,
and it's not just for the sake of asking questions. Like she's asking because she's doing some internal
work.
work
Mhm.
and just looking at self and really wanting to understand like these conversations that we get into. It's like, oh, wait a minute. So when you say this, what are you meaning?
Mhm.
Right? And we, of course, we always turn it around and say, well, what do you think it means? Because that's what we're doing when we're searching for our own truth. And the jams, the journaling about me, there's lots of different ones
Yeah.
available. Um, but they really do help you to start asking yourselves those questions and just kind of putting things out there like that.
Yeah. I mean, click on it. The thing is, right now, we all in that season of giving. So to me, everything that we offer here, it's a gift to self.
It is.
So a lot of it is like you think I'm gonna do this by yourself. This is where again everything has been created. The questions are there. It allows you to think more about being, right? A lot
Mhm.
of us are doing, but being, becoming, but also the key part of it, which is, one of my favorite after planting seed is just unbecoming. Because there are certain things you're going to have to unbecome to truly becoming who you want to be. And so, seeking spirit, Mountain Spirit says, I like the seeking spirit. And
Yeah.
so, that's the work. And so, a lot of time, you're going to have to make the time, make the investment, and say, I'm going to focus on me. And those jams are quick. I know some people could probably get that done in a weekend, but I would
Right.
say go bite size, do one session at a time. Take the time to reflect, get your journal, and really think about those questions. And then those are things you're going to go back to. Again, depending on the season that you're in, those questions are going to be different. Your answers are going to be different. But start now. And in that course, you can always do it again. That's what I love about doing some of those things where it's like, you may have done it in December or October, and then January come and you're like, let me start again. And that's the beautiful thing. The seeking spirit. Joyce is here. Grand Rising, Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
Joyce.
Spirit, excuse me, Belinda's still hanging with us. Alessandra,
Yes.
I love her name. You know that, right? Like I would say her whole name. Like,
Alexander. Your whole government name. Alexander.
mm, love
Okay.
it, love it.
So
Oh,
we're gonna transition out. So I'm hoping share in the comments. And also don't forget, share this with friends. We mentioned before the channels we want people to subscribe. Click on that notification bell so you know when things are happening.
and hit
But
like for sure. Hit like
yes,
for sure.
like, all the
Right.
good stuff. And so
So that
more
you
to
can
come, but I
start
know there's a lot
sharing.
happening.
Yeah.
But tag a friend, tell a friend, take the link and share it with somebody else. We watch it again. That's another thing you can do. We watch it again, and then enjoy that. So, yeah. Any final thoughts before we go
I was
to
gonna ask you the same thing.
final
Just
thoughts?
to put it out there, you in your own uniqueness mean everything to this life. This is your queendom, so whatever you choose it to be, that's what it shall be.
That's what it is.
One of the things that Mountain Spirit, she's like, she's doing more with nurturing the goddess. She's like,
Mm,
and so when she says it, look, this is what I feel like happens. She's like, I had to feed the goddess. And so like I'm like, oh my God, like I felt the goddess just
You just
rise up, right? It's like, oh, she fed her goddess today. Wait, what do I want to feed my goddess today?
Mm,
What do I want to do with this goddess that I've been blessed with today? And so it just always makes me feel like uh just like standing up and just like taking notice.
mm.
Right? I love that.
Like, what
Yeah,
is
yes.
that gonna
She said,
be?
woman, love thyself.
Yes, indeed. And like, say it with your whole chest. You
Say it
like,
with, say it with your chest.
oh, just do
Put
it,
it out there.
do it,
Don't
do
you
it, do it. Yeah.
back in any way, shape, or form. Oh my
You're like,
goodness.
I command you to love thyself, woman.
Ah,
All the goddesses.
yes. I
Like
love it. I love it.
every day. Okay.
Hmm.
Every single day. So yeah, I mean, I think savor this, listen to the message, the podcast again. Reflect. I know many of you are journaling. Reflect on those questions because sometimes it feels like a lot. This is a lot. And so if there was something that stood out, if there was a saying, a message, a quote, I would say let it marinate on it, reflect on it, journal about it, and check out the jam for you to be able to really allow yourself to process, to reflect, and then to just be able to think about what do I want? What do I want today? What do I want in the season?
Yeah.
And you get to create that. You get to create your whole day and you get to create the life that you want in your own queendom.
Yeah. I love it. And with that, we are complete this morning, goddesses. Thank you so much for joining us for Me Moments in the Morning.
In the morning.
We'll definitely look forward to seeing you over on Clubhouse if you want to continue the
Yes.
conversation
Come
as
on
well as
over.
share your gratitude, intentions, and
And
affirmations of
affirmation.
the day. And with that, we are complete. Much love to you all.
See
Mwah.
you
See you
soon.
soon.